or Hastings, or this place.
One night in Bangkok in the world's your oyster. The bars are temples, but the pulse ain't free. You'll find a god in every golden oyster. And if you're lucky, then the god's a she. I can feel an angel sliding up to me.
Johnny Kendhammer Podcast, episode 15. We are back to podcasting, coming to you from Pattaya, Thailand, right in your ears. That's an homage to Tom Torero. It's hammer time. Wanted to just break down what my dating life has been like in my time so far in Pattaya. I've been here now for 14 total days. I got here on March 11th. It is now March 25th. And I've had some interesting stories that have come up. We'll get into that. But I just wanted to break down the overall results so far. Maybe this is of interest to you guys. Maybe it'll help you decide on if Thailand is a spot that you would like to come. Maybe this is the kind of dating life that you would like. Maybe it's not good enough for you and you want to go somewhere else. So I'll just give you a breakdown of things that have been happening, what my life has been like over the last 2 weeks. We will start with the online dating. So I've been using Tinder and Bumble. Hinge is not used at all, really, in Thailand. I think I saw 2 girls and then it's just been dead. So don't focus on those. Tinder and Bumble is where it's at. I've gotten over 500 plus likes so far between the two. And I would say that 80% of these are coming from Bangkok. So if you're looking for online dating, specifically in Thailand, Bangkok seems great. This is originally where I was going to go. And then I decided I would come to Pattaya. And after seeing all these girls that are coming in, I would definitely love to be in Bangkok. I feel like I could set up a date every night of the week. Out of these 500 likes, we won't worry about the location, but I would say maybe 30 to 40% are ladyboys. You got to watch out for that. Read the bio. 30 to 40%, I'm not interested in at all. So I'm about 20, 10, 20, 25% are cute girls that I would love to match with, that I'd love to go out on dates with. So out of, what is that, 500, over 50, 75 girls that would be great to go on dates with. So the quality is definitely there. The quantity is there. I have noticed that because I'm not in Bangkok, I don't really respond. I'm not very responsive. I'm not putting in a ton of time into the apps like I could. I'm also very distracted with content and doing the day game. We'll get into those statistics in a little bit. So I'm not putting in as much work as I could. But if online dating is how you like to meet women, this is not a bad spot. This seems very good, to be honest with you. I would stick to Thailand, or I would stick to Bangkok. Getting passive likes daily, probably 25 per app, so about 50 passive likes per day. I will say that this is the benefit of having a very good profile. For me, I want to put my best self out there. I want to maximize the results that I can get. I do a lot of Reddit profile reviews on the daily. I don't like how I said that. Daily. I do it daily. And I see a lot of guys that will put forth very low effort profiles, selfies, group pics, very faded out, low quality looking photos. And I don't know how much feedback they're actually looking for. They're probably not going to even implement any of it. But for me, my thought is, if I'm going to do something, I want to maximize my results at it. This is with online dating. This is with day game. This is with my content. This is with my business. I want to do as good of a job as I possibly can. So I take the time to put the best photos out there that I can possibly get. I'll do whatever it takes to get those. Once you have a good quality profile, you don't have to do it really for the next couple of years. You have some good photos. You're not going to age that much in a couple of years. You can use those photos for a long time. It's going to help you maximize your results. So I feel because my profile is high quality, that's one of the reasons why I don't have to do any sort of boosts. I don't have to do swiping. These likes just come in passively. I consciously made the decision that I will do what it takes to get or just to maximize my results. I want to date hot women. I don't care if it's from online dating. I don't care if it's from cold approach. I don't care if it's from social circle. I just want to date attractive women. I will do whatever it can to get me the most likely chance of that happening. I see a lot of videos saying online dating's broken. You should only stick to cold approach, or online, or the opposite. Online dating is great. Don't do cold approach. Online dating is trash. You should do cold approach. Both of them suck. You should do social circle. The fact is, I want to date hot women. I don't care how it happens. Whatever it takes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get quality photos. I'm going to get that shit done. I'm going to get that going. That's my little rant on it. If you're struggling with online dating, there's things you can do. It's the same with like divorce recovery. Not making a decision is making a decision. If you're realizing you're not happy with your online dating life and you're not doing anything about it, well, subconsciously you're making a decision to stay stuck and not do shit about it. So I will leave that at that. Based on what I'm seeing, if you get a quality online dating profile and you come to Bali for sure, Colombia, Bangkok, those are the 3 best cities I've been in so far. I will travel around and maybe give you guys some more feedback. But you can get so many matches. You can get so many likes. You can build that abundance very quickly. If I had known this when I got divorced, I would have definitely traveled much, much sooner. But that little rant is over. Let's go over a little bit of the statistics. So out of all those likes, so far I've only been on 2 dates. One is with a girl that I've been seeing consistently. I made that video the other day about the adventure date. Another great thing about online dating is you can set up dates very quickly. If you hit it off with this girl, you can go do things together while you're traveling. You can go do like the island. I would never go there by myself, but because we had a good, successful first date and then we saw each other again, it's like, okay, well, I like spending time with you. Let's go do this fun adventure. And having online dating presence is much easier to do that. Cold approach is a slower process. It will build you up as a man, but online dating can get you dates very quickly, and then you can have fun adventures. The other date was with a girl that I made a lot of compromises with, a lot of learning lessons there. It was when I first got here. She's very cute, Russian girl, 26, and I was in a bit of scarcity from the results in Brisbane. I wasn't getting the day game results that I wanted over the last couple weeks. I came here. I was not very happy with Pattaya in general, and I thought maybe the dating wasn't going to work. So I made a lot of compromises to try to make this work. I went to Walking Street, which is like 20 minutes from my apartment, so the logistics were terrible. I let her buy dinner. I bought drinks. I had a drink, and usually I don't drink at all. And it just didn't work out. You can read about this in the school group. I post all this stuff in there, much bigger breakdown. But that was a good learning experience. But, you take what you will with that. It was good that I got on the date, though, so I will leave it at that. But I only had 2 dates from online dating. If I was in Bangkok, I know I could definitely maximize this. I could definitely get probably dates every night of the week. And if I wasn't doing day game is distracting. I tend to not look at my phone for a couple days because I'm already on dates and stuff is happening with that. But if you're strictly focused on online dating, Bangkok seems very, very good. My results so far, 2 dates, 1 girl I'm seeing consistently. Not too bad in 2 weeks. I'll take that. Not too bad. Let's get into the day game. So I came to Pattaya. I was under the impression that it would be similar to Playa del Carmen, Mexico. I got here during the day. You see the beach, you see the boardwalk, the sun, it's nice and hot. It felt very similar to Mexico, but I didn't see a lot of foot traffic. I didn't see really any single girls walking around. You see some of the Thai girls that are working. You see a bunch of old guys walking around. Sometimes you'll see some families. But it wasn't like Mexico where you just see people working from a coffee shop or you'd see people just walking down the street, checking out the stores. It was very interesting. I was just like, okay, well, at least the weather's nice. I'm interested. This is not too bad. Go out that night and I realized very quickly why I don't see a lot of female tourists here, because Pattaya specifically seems like this is just sex tourism at night. Like that's what it is. You walk down any street, it's filled with girls that are going to grab you. They're going to pull you. They're going to try to get you to come over so that you can have sex with them. And for me, that's not my vibe. I don't want to be grabbed by women trying to like force, like have me come sleep with them. I don't want to be like grabbed and pulled. I just want to walk. I want to get home. I personally don't like when I have to say I'm in Pattaya, because then I feel like I'm already getting that I'm a sex tourist label put on me. I know that's in my head, but I just don't personally like that. I don't want to be, I'm not here for sex tourism. I don't like the vibe of the place. So that's just my thoughts on it. So I don't go out at night. I like the idea that I'd be able to go out at night. I could go for walks. I could still do approaches, and that's not happening. So what I've been relying on is the mall, and the mall's not terrible. There are quite a few Russian girls here. They have like a little Russian community. Maybe it would be good if I stayed there instead of Central Pattaya where I'm at. So yeah, maybe that's something to consider if I ever come back here. My apartment is paid till the 19th of April. I did find out my passport is renewed and in Bangkok, so I can go pick that up whenever. But I already paid for my apartment till April, so I'm staying here till then, and then we'll figure out where to go. But yeah, so that's where Pattaya is now. I don't game at night because I don't like the vibe. I don't like the atmosphere, any of that. There's no single girls walking around because they're not looking for sex workers, so they're not just walking the street. The streets during the day are pretty empty, so I go to the mall. The mall is hit or miss. Sometimes I can get 2 or 3 approaches. Sometimes I get 5. Typically it is Russian girls, sometimes some Thai girls. And I will say that the vibe is pretty good, very similar to Mexico when you do meet these girls. The quality is there, the quantity is just not. So they're the same vibe. A lot of the girls I've met have been on vacation. They're like, if they're Russian, they live here, but they're not working like a 9 to 5 like they would be in Brisbane. So they're a lot more relaxed. It's easier to get them on instant dates. It seems a little easier to get their number. Yeah, just not compared to Brisbane. Brisbane was very tough because girls are busy. They're not looking to get stopped. They want to rush to their train. They want to just get home from work. Yeah, it's just a different vibe. They're not just relaxing by the beach all day. So the atmosphere is different. I would say I've done 42 total approaches in the mall since I've been here. So 42 approaches in 2 weeks. I've gotten 3 instant dates from that. So that is where I will meet them, and then we will immediately go for a coffee or a smoothie. Or in one case, I sat down with the girl at ice cream. So not bad, easy to get coffee. Some of the girls kind of just faded out. Things happened. One girl went to Hong Kong. The other girl was on the instant date. She ended up telling me she had a husband in another country. So I didn't really want to pursue that. So I had, out of those 42, 3 instant dates, 3 regular dates where I got their number, took them out, had a date. If you've been following the channel, you know the last 2 dates, very cute girls. One was 24, uni student, super cute, just the kind of girl that, you're doing these approaches to meet, especially when you're 42. You don't want to, I want to date young, attractive women. Perfect kind of girl for that. But I did not plan things out very well. I pulled too soon, made her walk through the heat to get to the house and then have to take a taxi back to the mall. Just not ideal. You can watch that video. You can also read about it in the school group. I'll plug that one last time, I guess. And then the second date was on yesterday, where she ended up having to go get a rabies shot, and that ended it. That date was going very well, very excited. 26-year-old Russian girl. I had to approach her while she was with her friend eating dinner. Turns out it was her birthday yesterday. She'd never dated a foreign guy. She was super excited. There was a lot of flirting, chemistry, and then she steps on a cat and it just goes to shit. But part of the experience is part of the journey. So 3 dates out of 42 approaches, 14 numbers, and I had 1 close so far with a girl that I had met right in front of my apartment. This is one of my goals, actually, was to meet a girl and pull her from outside the apartment. I was walking to the coffee shop. I was just going to, I saw her look at me. I was going to just be like, oh, I'll just do it later. Typical mindset of, oh, I'll get my approaches done, but I'm just going to do it later. I don't want to do it now. And then I turned around and she's still looking at me. And at that point, there's no choice. Like, do I want to be the kind of guy that takes action, or do I want to be the kind of guy that waits and just like, I'll do it later? So I decided that I'm the kind of guy that when a girl looks at me, I'm going to take the right actions. I'm going to go see what happens. I'm going to go talk to her. So it's a good lesson in just becoming that guy. I see that girl, I go for it because that's who I am. Had to walk very direct to her. She was sitting there staring at me. It's not like I could just do a front stop, she doesn't see me coming, or stop her from the side, or stop her while she's sitting down. Like she's 30 feet from me, watching me walk up to her. Very, a lot of pressure. I won't say nerve-wracking. There was pressure. And I just went in very direct, said, hey, I thought you were cute. I wanted to come talk to you. Hit it off very quickly. Within an hour, we're back at the apartment. Things are getting hot and heavy, interesting. And yeah, so that was one of the closes. Like, that was a great experience. Something that never would have happened if I didn't push through the anxiety and start doing these approaches. So I would say in 2 weeks, not my all-time favorite results, but 42 approaches, 3 instant dates, 3 regular dates, 1 close, and then some numbers that I'm still talking to, still working through. Same with Tinder. 1 girl I closed, another girl I saw, and then I'm working through some stuff. I might have a date set up this weekend with a couple girls. So we'll see. So in 2 weeks, I've got some good abundance. I posted a old journal entry of mine from April 17th, 2018. I'll post that in the school group. I keep saying the school group. Check it out if you want to, but this is where I posted it. And it was a field report of the first girl that I've slept with post my wife leaving me. She left me in August of 2017, and it took me until April of 2018 before I slept with another girl. And this was from moving to Boston. This was going out consistently. This was going out practicing my social skills. I ended up meeting this girl somehow on Tinder. My profile was not very good back then, so I'm very surprised this happened, but it was just interesting to see the progress of, it took me 8 months before I was even getting any girls at all. And within 2 weeks here, I'm getting hundreds of likes. I'm able to set up, I've been on 5 total dates. I've closed 2 girls in 2 weeks. More options on the way. Like, I'm continuing to build my skill set, continuing to get better. Had I had known this when I was going through divorce, I would have been much more excited to start traveling, to really experience this stuff, to get my profile handled, to do all that. And in the field report, I also mentioned, like, I could just see the lack of experience that I had, the mindsets that I had. And the date ended up, we had sex, but I was terrible at it. I hadn't had sex in 8 months. I also was not very skilled at sex at this point. So she didn't ever call me back. But it's not like I was getting many dates in the weeks leading up to that. So just seeing the difference now, being here for only 2 weeks, getting plenty of dates, plenty of numbers, feeling that abundance. Half the time I'm doing the approaches, I get the number, but then I'm coming back and I got other stuff to do, or I have a date set up. So it is time consuming, and it's a good problem to have. So I think that is why I wanted to just share these results. Maybe it interests you to come to Thailand so that you can experience this stuff. Get out of your hometown, take 2 weeks, go travel, see what's possible. Do some approaches. The girls are very receptive. I think one of the biggest things that I've learned over the last 3 months of me doing consistent approaches from Brisbane to here is that just get out of your own way. Most girls, you don't have to say a lot of stuff. You don't have to say anything perfect. A lot of girls are just receptive to be complimented. They'll talk to you. They'll have a good vibe. They'll have a good energy. And it'll build you up to get practice to face rejection. You'll start giving them good times. You'll leave them better off than you found them. And you'll start to feel better. You'll just feel more confident, I guess. It's really changed me since that 60-day challenge. I look to go talk to the hottest girls now. I don't avoid it as often as I used to. In the past, I would constantly avoid the hot girls thinking, oh, I can't do it. She wouldn't be interested. And just this last week, I was on a date yesterday with a girl whose birthday was yesterday. She's 26, hot Russian girl. Day before that, 24-year-old hot Thai girl. The girl that I met on Tinder, hot 26-year-old Russian girl. I don't remember the other date. The other date I was on was a Russian girl. Like, I never would have expected this stuff when I was going through a divorce. And had I known this was possible, I definitely would have taken even more action to make it a reality. So hopefully those numbers are helpful for you. Guess some of the interesting stories, like I said, definitely cool that I was able to meet a girl outside of the apartment, bring her home, have a crazy adventure. She did end up being crazy, which kind of expected, but part of the game. I still had a great experience. You can read about I have the screenshot of the text she sent me. Very wild. I could tell she was trying to play games, telling me she missed me right away, and very interesting. But yeah, many dates, many numbers, more stuff to come. I'm not a fan of this place at all, though. I'm ready to get out of here as soon as I can. I definitely would not recommend this for you guys to travel to game. If you want to come to Pattaya specifically, I think it's for sex tourism. If you're looking to just come to Thailand for the experience and the dating, Bangkok seems pretty great. Pattaya, the islands are kind of cool if you want to go to a beach, but I think there's plenty of other spots you could go. So that's my thought on it. I did the mall today. It's very hit or miss because there's not a lot of girl tourists coming here. It's not like they're Bangkok where a girl will just travel by herself to go to the city. It's not like Mexico where they just travel by themselves. Brisbane, I met a lot of girls who were just traveling by themselves. Pattaya is not that spot. This is specifically for, from what I can tell, men who want to come here to pay for sex. So you're not going to get a lot of women tourists where you can go do night game or day game. And maybe I'm just not going to the right spots, but that's the vibe I get when I walk outside. I could go walk outside right now, and it's just everywhere I go, girls are going to be telling me to come over, pulling me, talking to me, I don't like that vibe. That's why I don't like to leave my house at night. I would love to go for a run right now, but the streets are crowded with that shit, and I don't want to deal with it. So this would not be the spot I would come for game. If you are here, make the most of it like I've been doing. Try to use the online dating, do the mall game. But you could really do that in several other countries as well. Let's see what else is on the agenda. So I will be here for till the 19th, 4 more weeks almost. Damn. Be here for a little bit while. My passport did come in, so I'll be going to Bangkok at some point to get that done. George is coming out here. We're going to do some day game here, and then we'll go explore the islands, do some stuff, go to Bangkok. Yeah, have a good time. And then after the 19th, I'm trying to figure out where to go. If you guys have any comments, anything you can recommend, I'm looking for spots with day game. I really want to get day game handled. I want to be in a place where there's Russians, Japanese girls, Latinas, I don't know. It's cute girls where I can day game consistently. I don't have to rely on going to the mall and only seeing one girl. I love it to be like Brisbane, where there's a lot of foot traffic. I was thinking of maybe going to Vietnam or Japan or Prague, but Prague might be a little cold now. So I'm not quite sure on what to do. Would love to hear your guys' suggestions on where you like to go or things you've heard is great. Let me also know how dating is in your town. If there's any feedback you have, is online dating difficult there? Is it easy there? What's your experience been like when you've traveled? I would love to hear all that stuff. Yeah, don't really have much else. We will keep this podcast short today. Good to be back in it. Good to get some practice. I was kind of hesitant to do any of these because I don't have necessarily a lot to talk about. I'm focused on just like making these daily vlogs, and I'm just trying to give as much value as I can. And I don't want to make stuff that's not useful. So I don't want to just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. But at the same time, it's good practice for me too. So there's that. I will cut it here. It is 9 p.m. now. I was out till basically 2 a.m. yesterday with that rabies stuff. So I am ready to get to sleep. I'll post this podcast. I will type up my field report for today. Yeah, I guess I'll plug myself one more time. School group is free, so it's not really a plug. It's just if it's of interest to you. But I really go deep into how the dates went, what happened, the escalations that I do. I know a lot of guys struggle. I know I struggled a lot when I was first getting into dating again with the nice guy, trying to say the right things. I was worried if I was gonna, I didn't want to offend anybody. I wanted the girl to like me, so I was very hesitant to disagree or do anything. I didn't make a move. I would wait till the end of the date to try to kiss her. And I've learned over the years that this is not the best way to do it. So if it's helpful for you, you can read about the escalation techniques that I do, the experiences that I give them in the bedroom. I go deep into this stuff. I think it's very useful. It was helpful for me when I read a book called Sex God Method. And I just learned, that girls want to be dominated. They want to have crazy sexual experiences. I did not know any of this stuff when I got divorced. I mean, we had very basic missionary sex, and it was probably once a month if it was a special occasion kind of thing. So never experimented, didn't know how to have good sex. And over the years, you kind of learn that girls want crazy, epic adventures. So if you're not familiar with that stuff, it's good to read about it. So I break that stuff down, things that have worked for me, things that I've noticed that my dates are liking. I also go through the shit that's not working, as you can see from the videos I've made. I've made a lot of mistakes over the last couple weeks, couple months, anywhere from approaching girls in front of others to escalating too quickly to sending stupid texts. Like it's all part of the journey. It's the way dating is. If you want to get the best dating results, you got to go through a lot of this pain to learn from it, to grow. I'll reiterate again, the girls that I'm seeing are very attractive. They're not going to be on dating apps. And if they are, they have tons and tons and tons of options. The 26, 24-year-olds, a lot of them would probably filter a guy like me out based on my age. So I'm going to have to meet them in person. And they don't care about your age when you're in person. They just care about the emotions. So you go up, you give them a good vibe, you give them a good experience, and they want to see you again. And then it's up to you to perform well on the date and not have stray cats running around. But, it's, you can have a amazing dating life if you're taking the right steps. And that's what I'm working towards. Hopefully this stuff will help you guys get there, learn from my mistakes so that when you are in these situations, you know what you can do, what not to do. I don't know. Just let me know what I can do to help you guys out. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to grow in both dating, content, coaching, life in general. Just let me know what's working for you, what's not working for you, things you struggle with. I know a lot of guys struggle with the same stuff. I didn't know when I made that first couple of YouTube videos that so many guys had the same situation that I was in with the divorce and the loneliness and being abandoned by your spouse and all this stuff, all this stuff. So hopefully you guys are learning some stuff. I'd love to hear from you guys sharing. A lot of us can relate to that stuff, and it's good to build that community. But I will leave it there. I'm going to post this video. I will write that journal. I will get to bed early. I will continue my morning routine of running, gym. I've been eating a lot healthier since I've been here, so that's a good thing about Pattaya as well. I'm just back on the grind, the routine, trying to continue to improve. All right, that's it for now. It's hammer time. Peace.
One town's very like another when your head's down over your pieces, brother.
It's a drag, it's a bore, it's really such a pity to be looking at the ball, not looking at the city.
What do you mean? You've seen one crowded, polluted, thinking town, but get tired. You're talking to a tourist whose every move's among the purists. I get my kids above the waist